Hello everyone, let's look at how the ALP, that is assembly language program, can be written for some of the tasks. So here we are going to discuss one of the code that is showing some of the aspects like if the statement is write an ALP for sum of 1 to 10 numbers and store the result in accumulator, that is A itself. So if this is what the requirement, let's understand how to proceed for this kind of example. So at the start, by default there should be the org0h, that is what the directive. Similarly the end must be there. So we are just discussing what exactly the statement we can carry in between org and end. So the statement says that sum of 1 to 10 numbers. Okay, so for that one we need to just first of all start with the accumulator value to be 0. So that's what done over here. Accumulator is loaded with the value 0h. So initially the accumulator will carry the value that is 0. Next, since this operation has to be performed for 10 times, we need to go for some of the things like uh, the counter has to be setted. So here R2 will be taking the role of counting the loop for 10 times. So here the decimal value 10 is loaded. If someone want to operate this with the help of the hexadecimal value, so instead of 10 one must write 0AH. So this is what the default technique for writing the ALP. So the counter will be loaded for having the value, since we need to do the addition of 1 to 10 numbers, so it has to be repeated for 10 times. So next is, since the contents of R2, so R2 is having the initial content that is 10. Now the same content we are going to add with the help of this instruction. So add a comma R2, it indicates that a plus R2 operation will be done, that is 0 plus 10, and the result will be again stored to a. So in order to perform this one, let me just erase this particular portion so that it will be quite easier. Okay, fine. Okay, now the recent value for the a, after adding it, it will be 0 plus 10, that is a equal to 10. Once this has been done, so this is what the things happening over here, that is djnz. So meaning of this instruction is decrement and jump if not 0. Now what is not 0? So here we need to concentrate on the R2, which has to be taken for the not 0 condition. So R2 is the register which we are using for counting, as well as we are using it to monitor for the loop condition. So once this is done, so djnz, since the R2 is having the initial value that is 10, now it will be decremented by 1. So 10 minus 1, it will become 9. Now this decrement is by default by 1. We need not have to go for it like 2 time decrement or 3 times. That is not been possible with this instruction. Now once this R2 is 9, it means that it is not equal to 0. So since 9 is not equal to 0, again it will be jumped to the label that is x. Now this is how again it will come to this particular line where the label is written as a x. One can write any label over here provided with the colon. So at this line again add a comma R2, means 9 plus earlier value which we loaded in the accumulator, that is 10. So 10 plus 9, it will become 19, and the result will be again stored to the accumulator itself. So this is what the operation a plus R2, and the result will be back to a. So this is how it will be done for total 10 times, and finally when R2 will become 0, this particular condition will be failed. So once this condition is failed, whatever we got the result in accumulator, that will be the addition of all 1 to 10 numbers. So here the main thing to be remembered is we need not have to means at least go for initialization from 1, but rather we are going it to be from the 10. So it is like a reverse addition, that is 10 to 1. Although 1 to 10 or 10 to 1, the result will not be hampering. So this is how one can go for the. Thank you.